Today is Sunday, April 21st, 2024. I'm out here in the lower flats area doing some improvement and of course as always picking up trash. But today the project was to install this rock wall retaining strip here. You can kind of see it there. I'll zoom in a little bit. It's basically gold colored or bronze colored metal that a neighbor was getting rid of. I don't know what they had used it for in a project. It looks like it came in big sheets and they had cut it to size. But I got a couple of strips from them here, and I'm just using it to retain the rock wall. You'll see I've put some larger rocks behind there to support it. And this is my intent, is to help reinforce this wall, because all along during the year, people, animals, and the weather tend to spread these rocks around. And by doing this, it'll keep them hopefully out of the garden, keep them up in front here a little bit more. So it looks a little neater, but also allows for better growing conditions behind them. As you may remember, all of these rocks come from this property, and as I've planted things, I've just hauled them to the edges here. In addition to that, wanted to point out that you can see here the flower development. Many of the early bulbs are now dying off, and things are beginning to come up. I do want to point out one plant here in the corner. I'll zoom in a bit here. You can just see those red leaves coming up now here. Let me see if I can point them out with my finger. Oops. It's, well, I can't get a zoom in there. But those red leaves there, that's a peony or peony, depending on how you pronounce it. That has naturally occurred. It was not transplanted here. This will be its third or fourth year growing. It has never flowered. It is competing with those iris right there, so we'll have to see how it does. At some point, I will try and transplant it, but I've waited a few years because I want it to be strong enough that hopefully when I transplant it, it'll be okay. And then I'll just do a quick overview here. You can see here the hillside, all those plants coming in. Those are the daylilies. Up here, or where the finger is now, you can see those are the hostas coming in there. And then if we zoom in over here, if we look at the lower part, the flats, again, you can see the hostas in a couple of rows. There's two and kind of a half row here. And then in front of it is the Solomon seal that's coming in very nicely this year. Really taken hold. So that's great to see. So that's it. Just Sunday out here on the hillside, and things starting to green up. Take care.